And we are back with more Moons of Madness. Last time we left off, well, the game started with a nightmare-type sequence that may have not been actually a nightmare. And since then, we've just kind of been doing our job. We've learned a bit more about the backstory of our own character, whose mom, I guess, was like, you know, big physics hotshot that then one day mysteriously vanished. Like, I think it was like on the day of his birthday, too, the main character's birthday, so like, many questions. I figure that we'll start seeing more of the madness of the moons coming up. We do know from, like, documents around the base, the Mars base, that there is, like, the two moons of Mars are going to be eclipsing each other much faster than estimates should be having it be the case. So yeah. Also, based on a past comment from the original video, I have turned on subtitles for today, so that's already taken care of. I also basically tried tweaking some of the graphics because it looked a bit choppy last time, so hopefully I've not caused more problems. Hopefully I've not caused more issues than I've solved, but we'll find out together. So let's get into this. And hopefully it actually checkpointed us at a good point. We left off having come back to the base, but we're headed to, I believe, the greenhouse because there is a sprinkler system issue where they're spraying water everywhere. Okay, it did not checkpoint us there, but I assume we are all done. How do I play again? Okay. It looks like it did checkpoint us, so having wrapped up our job, so we are headed back to base. So we'll probably go ahead and get a bit more of the backstory here. Or, we're not going to get more of the backstory. We will rehear the backstory about basically the mom vanishing that one day. Alright, let's get back to the moon. No, not the moon. The Mars truck. And the repeat dialogue should be a good test to make sure that the subtitles are actually working. I basically booted up the game real quick before recording, tweaked some of the settings, which I think, like, I don't know, at least to me it looks a bit more crisp this time around. I think the resolution basically, so I'm playing this from a Steam Deck on a Steam Deck dock. So it's on my TV, using a 360 controller here, of the wired variety. Okay, how do I, there we go. And yeah, it looked like it was like full screen, kind of had it at an odd resolution that wasn't kind of standard. So I've changed it to a more standard, like, you know, what was it, 1280 by whatever. Let's go ahead and restock on oxygen, because we know that the truck drive does take away oxygen. Yes, I changed that, and technically, I am playing in windowed mode, which, again, hopefully won't be causing any technical issues when I have to record. There didn't seem to be any issues when I was, like, double-checking output from the capture card, so should be okay. Just, PC game recording sometimes. Especially when I'm using a capture card from a Steam Deck. There we go. Turn to base. And I'm back in today with World of Madness. Like, I think I ended up recording at an odd resolution, which, given the first game on my channel, it's like, okay, that's a bit forgivable. But, yeah. Hopefully no weird resolution issues here. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's get the backstory again. Any moment. I do always appreciate the Orochi logo.
Hey, still fighting that headache?
Yeah, I still can't shake that dream. Part of it was a memory from when I was a kid.
Weird.
It was the last birthday party my mom was around for. She left not long after that.
Do you know what happened to her?
Not really. It was big news when she disappeared. She was a big-shot theoretical mathematician.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows Dr. Newhart. I mean, I had to read Engineering Dimensions in grad school.
All I know is the day after my birthday, I head downstairs for breakfast, and I couldn't find her. The basement door was wide open. It was the only place she could be, I thought, so I went down. There was well, she wasn't there. Or anywhere. We searched for years.
Okay, so subtitles are working. And I just caught on to something I didn't catch on in the original thing of like, so something was in the basement. Because he said there was a, and then he kind of dropped it, so... Dimensional portal? Though I think dimensional portal would have been a bit bigger of a deal to maybe mention. Unless he thought himself crazy and therefore didn't mention it. I go restock on oxygen before we... I was going to say, do we go to the greenhouse? But in theory the greenhouse should have oxygen, so we'll find out. Though if it has been flooded, maybe it's like filled with water.
Feels like I'm back in therapy.
Well, no better place to tackle your problems than from 130 million miles away, right?
Alright, I'm assuming the greenhouse is going to be the giant building with... Yes. Oh. Oh yeah, it did connect to the main base itself. Okay, it was in a separate structure. So yeah, we can just go back over here. Thought I heard something. That was a bit of a hitchy frame rate there for a brief second, but... Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm crazy. Would not be the first time. So, okay, let's go ahead. Don't know. My bad, my character. I forgot to change the atmosphere. Alright, calm down. How's my vitals? There we go. Okay, that was on me, almost killing my protagonist. Alright, good. Okay, back into the base we go.
The greenhouse sector is experiencing flooding. Flooding in the greenhouse sector.
Alright, this should be the greenhouse down here. Okay, I think I'm noticing more choppy frame right here. Let's go ahead. We're doing this live. Hopefully it'll be okay. Let's go ahead and change. One of the things I did change is I put the graphics to high instead of medium where they were last time. Maybe I got greedy. Can't really tell if there's any difference, but okay. Ooh.
Declan, the greenhouse is definitely in a sorry state. This has got to be fixed before the Cyrano lands.
Well, the major issue is the water reclaimer. I'm reading it as offline. Work your magic.
Alright. Scan. Reach the water reclaimer. Bit more bars foggy in here than I would think. Yeah, frame rate recovered, but graphics are still a bit crispy. But again, I know it's an older game, so it may just be the way things are. Evans knows it wasn't like playing the Dark Souls 1 remaster. It wasn't the prettiest of games at time. There we go. I do wonder we're going to hijack someone else's ID card. Okay, what do we got here? Air filtration plants and their growth in Martian soil. Alright, plant removes benzene, formaldehyde, trichlorate lithylene, trichloroethylene, xylene, ammonia, in the Martian soil. Okay, Phoenix robellini. Oh, okay, so it's like a chart of like, does it do this? Okay. So a few things actually have growth in the Martian soil. Interesting. Oh, wait, actually, let's check it one more time here. I wasn't able to flip it, right? No. wonder if I can scan the document. Nope. I do like how so far nothing particularly creepy has happened outside of the nightmare at the beginning. But every task we do has like a ominous vibe going on. Okay, let's read. Oop. Work begins on our gene splicing projects. My tasks are regrettably varied here on Invictus. This log will specifically track this initial work with the plants. Data and notes will be tallied and put into proper reports. This log serves as an overview and a rare opportunity for me to opine about our studies. Ina recommended that I let loose a little sometimes. I certainly plan on doing so. Okay, species include all the previous ones we saw. Log 2. Specimens propagated and placed in their containers. I have tidied the chaos in the lab to my more exacting standards. I can tell that Dr. Volkova does not fully approve, but I've seen her searching for an item here and there. She has begrudgingly accepted the additional efficiency. While the seeds germinate in the Martian soil mix, it gives me some additional time to make adjustments. I promise her that I will not over-organize the greenhouse area. Okay, next page. We do not have access to the needed equipment, an automated high-through genotyping system at the least, to facilitate analyzing the seeds themselves, so we are forced to wait until they have germinated before taking action. In my opinion, this is insufficient. Dr. Volkova assured me that after our first round of tests, the power that be will acquiesce. I have my doubts. I have begun planning a backup arrangement if progress is stymied. Log 4. Control has offered rare support for Dr. Volkova's work. We have been granted declassified access to the research logs of their subsidiary Plethron, specifically their work on the genetic engineering of their crops. While I would have preferred a more current listing as opposed to peer-reviewed studies published in journals, a few unexpected surprises have arisen. I can build on this. Log 5. A setback today. Frustration is for weaker minds, as Ina might say. The bacteria we've introduced has failed to take hold in all specimens. The Sansevieria trifasciata 0014 had exhibited an unusual growth cycle, requiring fewer nutrients by nearly 30% and yet exhibiting standard growth patterns. Our attempts to isolate this anomaly were successful. However, the bacteria must have become exposed during transit. The seeds show no similar traits during testing, and growth patterns have been nominal. Okay. Log 6. The project escalates, but not fast enough. We have stretched the limits of what has been done back on Earth. However, I know we could be doing more. If they aren't prepared to spearhead Ina's work, I know another who will. Persistence, Lucas. Persistence. Ina has put in another special request, for Orochi to continually disregard what is clearly a potential for groundbreaking xenobotanical studies seems disingenuous, misguided at best. I am vexed. Okay, that's the last entry there. Let's go ahead and log in with our credentials. Alright. General botany log, botany log 1, 4, 11, and 16. So log number 1. Herein is a basic record of activity regarding the botany studies performed on the Invictus Mars mission, authored by Dr. Lucas von Buren, myself, who, in addition to other crucial responsibilities, has volunteered to serve as Dr. Volkova's part-time assistant. The species brought for study are noted for their higher air detoxification ability and preference for light conditions similar to those on Mars. Our first task is to evaluate the specimen's performance in ordinary potting soil brought from Earth, to be compared with the results of the NASA Clean Air study. Dr. Volkova has been hand-selected Dr. Volkova has also hand-selected particular species for her own studies, including several carnivorous species. The colony of roaches, Blaptica dublia, did not survive the trip as hoped. Dr. Volkova says she can simulate the nutrients necessary. Okay. Log number 4. We are pleased to observe thus far that all gathered plant data meets our expectations, and we can proceed with the experimental growth conditions at the conclusion of this trial. At that time, we will plant the same species in Martian soil, supplemented with bacteria to be gathered from the waste of the crew and animal test subjects. In my own time, I've outlined a plan to test a hypothesis on crew morale. In preparation for this experiment, and with Ina's approval, I have taken cuttings from a number of species for propagation. Once the right ratio of bacteria is reached, the Martian soil serves as a proper substrate. Most plant specimens grew at normal levels, but only a handful experiencing suboptimal speeds. See table, infiltration plants and their growth in Martian soil. Salaphilium monoloa is the only specimen failing to grow. Dr. Volkova has not yet pinpointed the cause. And that was botany log number 11. Next up is number 16. While admittedly outside the purview of our initial research scope, the introduction of Dr. Volkova's new genetically modified version of Monoloa, M-Loa72, or no, Z2, has outgrown previous iterations 300%. The new plant does require a not significant increase in saline and nutrient solution. However, within a hydroponic testing area, it appears to thrive. Its proximity to the Monoloa, its proximity to the Monoloa, I guess 1, maybe, has even caused a marked increase in the original plant's growth. Theoretically speaking, this increased need for nutrients and expansive root structure should have caused the opposite effect. I've always admired Dr. Volkova's tenacity, but this result is exceptional. Perhaps I need to embrace her advice and step outside of my comfort zone in the future. Phenomenal work! Okay. So the new gene-spliced one had a positive effect on the first one, even though that should have not happened. Still really quite nothing here. Okay, more Manticore documents. I am looking forward to when we get the higher security clearance to see, you know, what the true purpose of the mission is and all that jazz. Oh, it's broken. How did they break a solid steel door? You know what I mean? I see what I can only hope is soil spillage in there. Certainly nothing unsavory, right? Better get a better look from up here. No. That looks like the growth from the nightmare. Okay, so the goal's that way, so let's quickly just check over here for secrets. Although... no, I don't think this is how we got in. Oh, it is how we came in. Okay, okay. But we went to the left, originally. We should have gone... oh. Going down? Oh. Over here, okay. I was thinking that we could, like, dislodge the loose metal plating. Oh, okay, so it's up above. Which means we check over here, as is tradition. Okay, not much though. Alright, what do we have at the top of the ladder here? Oh, okay, so we're hopping in through like this little top window here. Seems a bit highly irregular. More of that growth, though. Okay. Pick up this
I'll need this.
handle, let's call it. Crank? Crank handle? Okay. Although... any reason for me to do this? I guess let's not for right now. Can't see bubbles, but I do enjoy the bubbling sound effect there. Oh, wait, no. That's probably going to shoot steam at me, so I probably need to tighten it to stop the steam. Or turn it off by... Okay, let's see. Oh.
All right. Should be able to pass through now.
I think I started making it steam again at the very end there. Okay, all in the clear here. Okay, nothing this way. So I guess I'm going underneath the greenhouse, which I guess makes sense if it's like flooding. Oh, level 2. Wonder what happens if I try.
Looks like it needs a higher security level. Ina?
What is it?
The door to underground access is locked.
I have instructed Dr. Van Buren to lock all doorways to critical projects. This is the culmination of my entire life's work. We do not want contamination.
I can't fix it if I can't get to the pumps.
That is an inconvenience? You are the inconvenience. Figure it out. That is your job, yes?
I expected some groaning. These friggin' scientists, man. Okay, guess we're going the old-fashioned way. You just know that however I solve it, not gonna be good enough for the scientists. How dare you do this? It's like, blah, 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 blah.
They should have sent a plumber. What a mess. I gotta keep an eye on that steam so I don't get burned.
There we go. Gotta level the...
Shit! Dr. Volkova? What was that?
Black, slick, oily liquid and xenomorphology never go well together. I wonder if the doctors planned this, because he did mention, like, you know, experiment on the crew. So they're doing this to maybe gather data. Okay, can't do anything with the bars. I can exit crouch, but I don't think I can because, well, how would I even... Okay, back into the water. Which way? Oh, tentacle. Wait, nope, that's steam. Can we hop up here? Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, more steam, so let's turn... Wait, insert. Huh, okay. We're gonna get probably some sort of vial to insert. Guess if I stick to the right, I shouldn't take any damage. Definitely sounded like I'm not alone down here. Oop, the tentacle.
What is that?
Okay. No way to turn the steam off from this end. I'll like crouch just in case. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Turning off more steam. Wait, oh, oh. Yeah, I don't think that was me flip-flopping. Yep, more of the nightmare. Whoa, a lot of the nightmare, okay. All the nightmare slime. What if I don't go that way? What if I go this way? Wait, isn't this the room I just came from? The steam was blocking it off, okay.
Ina, the entire mangrove root structure is contaminated. There is a viscous black substance like oil. It seems like it's spreading.
It is not contaminated. It is changing, evolving. It's beautiful. It is reborn.
This doesn't look right.
Ugh, constant interruptions. I do not have time to explain myself to you.
Okay. I mean, seeing it like this, it's like, okay, this is definitely Secret World. A lot of Orochi's bases end up goofed up like this, and it's not great for the mind. That said, them doing it on Mars, I mean, I guess it's not too shocking. So a lot of the stuff seemed to imply... Well, there's a lot of Secret World lore to get into, because it's like creation engines and elder gods and other planes of existence. All the mythos are real in Secret World. It's a mythos and or conspiracy theory. It exists. It's alright, I'm just a mook doing my job for the mad scientists that are infecting everything with old god juice.
Finally, the water reclaimer.
Can I open it from this end? Nope.
Security level isn't high enough.
Oh, whoa. Okay. I do like the vibe of being a mook working for a mad scientist going, I'm just trying to fix the plumbing, and you guys are all letting Cthulhu poison everything.
This can't be Lucas again. Who just takes this stuff apart? Now I have to find where he put 3 water reclaimer pieces?
Old god setting up puzzles for manual labor folk to have to deal with. Ooh.
Of course he leaves his ID. At least he has a higher clearance level. Well, Lucas, I'm gonna need to borrow this for a bit. Should be able to open these doors now.
Alright, so there's Lucas Van Buren. Looking almost Mark Zuckerberg, if Mark Zuckerberg could actually grow a beard. Or facial hair, I should say. Okay, flip. And inventory. Alright, what secrets do they have? Oh, we logged in as him. Okay. Water reclaimer offline. As part of a recent string of experiments, I've moved the water reclaimer cells to the other districts within the greenhouse. The backup cells are still in production, so the water reclaimer will remain offline until my experiments have reached a conclusion. While the others may see this as irresponsible, they need not fret. Simply returning the cells and reverting them to the proper setting will replenish our water supply. If I were not splitting my duties among excursions to potential sites of interest, medical practice, and Ina's agricultural ambitions, I would be sure to be more thorough in the practical cleanup matters. As it is, we all just need to make necessary sacrifices. Unsent draft. Dr. Volkova, Ina, I'm sorry to bother you with this. No, be concrete. Address issue directly. I wanted to tell you that our time here on the station has meant a lot to me. Oh boy. I just worry about your state of mind lately. I've always admired your... No, return later. / basic outline. Ask Ina about Project Arbormore. Ask Ina about the new seeds. The strange black roots. Should I ask in person? / Reclaimer Diagnostics. Last check-in, July 13th, 2063, 5:55. Water reclaimer pump offline. System disconnected. Non-critical error. Manual reactivation required. Filtration effectiveness 76.4. Normal tolerances. Sprinkler systems online 94.2%. Water pump 1 98.2%. Water pump 2 97.9. Pressure 61.2 psi. Okay. Nothing much there outside the fact that even he was kind of like, Ina, you're going crazy. That's it. Everyone loves a crazy Ina. Wow. Oh, I can connect to this. Advanced multi-outlet water recovery system designed by Manticore in association with Plethron. Each unit purifies a specific amount of water before initiating its storage. Oh yeah, I can do this. There we go. Before initiating its storage procedure, maintain constant pressurized flow of over 60 psi throughout Trailblazer Alpha. Sure, connect. No, we're gonna need the water cells before we do any of that stuff. Okay. Oh, there's even no security clearance on here. But alright, so they're probably through this door into the creepy greenhouse. You know, honestly, until seeing all the black stuff, I kind of forgot to what level we're working for an evil corporation. Not that there's really any good corporation in a secret
Lucas,
world.
the pieces for the water reclaimer are missing. Where are they?
The reclaimer pieces are in their proper receptacles.
More specifically?
Follow the colored pipes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm needed elsewhere.
So Lucas isn't dead then, which I think he had spoken up previously, so we kind of knew that, but... Okay, if we're gonna open up these doors, we can kind of get you everywhere we need to be.
Holy shit! Ina! Dr. Volkova, where are you? Something is seriously wrong. The infection is everywhere.
Not infection. It's evolution. Adaptation. Perfection. My children, they grow so quickly. Wrapped in creeping rootstocks, where sap and blood coagulate. Do not fight it. Allow it to blossom. A first in human history. The merging of two life forms.
I know this is supposed to be horror, but I can't help but view it through the lens of, like, the janitor at, like, Umbrella Corps. It's just like, oh, these fucking scientists again, with their mad science projects and telling me to evolve into a new species of evolution. Okay, no power. I'm just trying to clean the toilets, lady. All the creepy stuff. You know what, that should be the true Resident Evil side game at some point. You just play as a normal Umbrella employee, not one of the scientists, just like being like, look man, I'm just HR, we have complaints, you've been throwing people into the zombie pits to make more bioweapons, can you please at least follow standard procedure? Those are like proper roots, unlike all the tentacle stuff. Okay, I think this is one of the buildings we saw one of the pipes connect into. Okay, was this where we... No, okay. Not where we started off, but... Okay, there's a blue pipe. Okay, it leads up there. Aha, okay, there we go. Huh. Oh, these are bathroom stalls. Okay. For a second, I was like, are they prison stalls? And then they have toilets in them to allow people to go bathroom because they're imprisoned? And I was like, oh wait, no. I just described the toilet. Venus flytraps. It's like, Still fascinating my standard, normal botany stuff, but it's also like... Gotta love how
I
people...
found one of the components.
Oh, great. Now just find the other two so we can clean up this mess.
How people, like, romanticize them all. Okay, let's add the inventory. If it wasn't for Venus flytraps, we would have no piranha plants in Mario. Or Seymour from, Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, so that actually veers off quite in a drastically different direction. So did the other path down there. I guess we can just follow this for now. Okay, not seeing into the pipes from up here. Oh. At least stop some of the flooding. Oh, I didn't even realize we had the quest to turn off 2 sprinkler systems. So in theory, the other one should just be this way. Like, it should all be connected, right? Oh, when we hear it. There we go. Boom!
Jesus!
Normally, I would think they would have a chase sequence at some point, but we don't have a sprint button in the game, so I don't think they would have, like, monster chasing after us. Okay, let's get down from here. Maybe if we're lucky, it's like right next to another water filtration thing. Or distiller thing, or the things that we're collecting. Water reclaimer, there we go.
Jesus!
I'm assuming a tentacle did that.
Warning. Warning. Containment breach.
That's more black tar goop. In the toilet. Can I close the toilet? No. Oh, we can actually get down from here, okay. Okay, if I was supposed to see something, I did not.
Something is loose.
Something? What something?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I'll contact Wilcox at the landing site. She'll get Lucas to talk. He should know what Volkova's been doing in there. Just hang tight and get that reclaimer online.
Again, just the idea of like, those mad scientists again. Something broke out of containment. I'll call security again. Remote recovery unit. Oh, okay, that's another one of the things we need. Cool, cool. So what pipe was it, though? Could have been blue again. I like how the music itself is kind of growling. But I can't tell if there's an actual growling or the music. Ah, okay, so here's that broken door we saw from the other side. Okay, I guess it was... Okay, so it was the red pump that we got it from. We got the red and the blue, so we need yellow. There it is. Wait, unless... No, we have not collected yellow. Alright, cool. We have been in this building before. Don't think this building we came up from below in, but there is a hatch over there. Okay, so I should be on the second floor. So close yet so far. Rotate packaging. Okay, let's try leaving and taking this other path here. We got that one already. How do we get over there? Aha, okay, a ladder coming from above. Guess no choice but to go back up to where blue was. Aha, here we go. Let's see. A Quebeco Droponic Wheel. Designed by Plethron, the Quebeco is part of a line of cutting-edge hydroponic technology. The proliferation of plant life and the purification of water are part of a perfect cycle. The perfect wheel. Connect the interface. Connect. Oh yeah, toggle the screen a bit here. That should be doable for now.
Jeez, they've really let these plants take over.
What? Move obstacle. Okay, so I guess we can't connect from inside, so we need to make sure that both the entrance and exit aren't overgrown. Yeah, okay, let's try that again. Oh wait, no, okay, so I can't move forward while this is connected. I feel like I have to be able to do this then, right? Okay, there we go. There we are.
What the hell?
Well, we can still connect to the terminal. Dun dun dun. These friggin' mad scientists. Their crazy world domination Mars projects. Making me get the hydration whatever.
I'll also have to turn off the sprinklers manually, or the system won't reboot.
Already ahead of you.
Jeez. Is someone there?
Only the harbingers of a new era. Pay them no mind. Okay, back into the wheel. be able to disconnect right here, right? Okay, so if I recall correctly, we go down from here. Which... yeah, here we go. Back down to the first floor. And I think it's the next building over. I also can't tell if the music just changed or not. I'll admit, I am very curious if we're gonna get attacked and have to run. But if I can't run, I kinda don't want to vocalize that in case the chase horror segments are kind of bad. So let's hope there is no running away from something. Alright, here we go. All the pipes going back into here. Now the big question is how to do this minigame. So, okay. Insert. Okay, yellow. And blue. Which, water recovery unit blue, a unit with a blue cap. The color corresponds to the color pipe above the water reclaimer. And I'll probably have to, like, crank the numbers at some point. Okay, each one needs 80. Let's just hit reclaim water and see what happens. Okay. So I'm assuming the spheres represent the unit, so 120 should be what's currently on this, right? Yes, okay. Let's try 50? Guess that one's low now. So both of these are low, so let's try crank the number up. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so the left side's correct now, the other two are still a bit low. Let's crank it to 100. There we go.
Alright, up and running again. Just need to switch on the environment control console. Should be right outside the door.
How easy is that? Just outside the front door. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Okay, so it's over this way. You know, where the escaped creature is. Oh, that was a bit of a chug suddenly.
Declan, are you there? Declan! God damn it, Declan! What is that? Shit!
Thing in the mist. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll admit, frame rate's dying a tiny bit. But it's fine, it's fine. It's an older, unoptimized game. Or, I don't say badly optimized. Maybe it is badly optimized. Not optimized ideally. Okay.
Come on, come on! Come on!
Okay, so we're not, like, trying to force the door. Oh. Ah!
Shit!
Oh.
Go, 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 go!
Okay, not that way. Not that way. Not that way. Oh. Ah. Dang. Alright, they want me to go through the water again. Oh, no, we drained the water. Yay! Alright. Oh, game is dying. Honestly, I did notice that basically, like, some of the reviews were talking about how... Whoa! How the game, does not perform well despite its age. Which, there's no issue so far, but, I mean, previously up to now, it is definitely dying right now. Okay, I think that was intentional. What did I say before? I'm like, oh, I hope this game doesn't try to do a chase sequence. Because what if it's bad? This is like, yeah. Yeah, it do be like that. Can I go? Ah! Game over, or that's supposed to happen? Wow. You died, alright. Restart from last checkpoint. I ain't even mad. I kind of half predicted it. I'm just like, oh no. There's no run button. Chase segments, if they exist, are gonna suck, so hopefully they don't do it. The game's like, oh, someone say a crappy chase sequence? Can do. It's like, okay. Okay, game. Okay, where am I? Okay, not too far, thankfully. Do I know? Don't try to go up the stairs, because we just end up getting stabbed. With my super walking speed. No one briskly walks away from a monster like me.
There's a horrible creature in the greenhouse. It tried to kill me. Do not return to base. Does anyone read me? Ina! Lucas! Commander Wilcox! I've got to warn them.
I wonder if this is going to end up being like another dream sequence. I was gonna say segment, but then I switched tracks there and it kind of came out awkward. Alright. Spacesuit back on. Change of atmosphere. I don't know where my character thinks he's going.
If I can get to Declan at the satellite station, we can try to re-establish communications.
Okay. I kind of love it if the monster is just waving from the window. It's like, I see you. I don't know if that was a bug just now, but like I kind of liked my character like clicking multiple times, like half panicking. But that could have just been an audio glitch. We're gonna cap off again since... Oh, although our heart rate's like... I know our heart rate is our health, but it's kind of funny that our character is like panicking while having a very calm heart rate. I don't hate the game. Like, I'm enjoying the other parts so far. It's just like, boy, that's... Between the frame rate taking a sharp spike downwards, and like, it's like, there's no run button. At least none that was tutorialized, and I mean, I didn't need to run. Like, I was able to briskly walk away from the monster. Because in my head, I'm like, alright, you know, this could just be an issue of, like, not optimized for the Steam Deck. So, again, a PC game's gonna PC game. And I don't think Moons of Madness came out on any console. Or if it did, boy. The 360 era, maybe? No, I thought the game came out, I don't know. Secret World's kind of been a bit, I don't want to call it defunct, because it's still around, technically, but... It hasn't quite had the, content update cadence that it had back when it was still new. And in hindsight, I think this game might predate the Secret World Legends reboot. They kind of like mix up the combat.
What the fuck? Declan? There's something wrong.
Yeah,
Where
that
did
don't
everything go?
seem right. What if we didn't go into the big spooky cave? Like, that's the big thing, is that, like, obviously this wasn't here when we drove in. So that would mean that this over here would be like a different site, right? It is blocked off though, so... Spooky cave, here we go. Even within the Secret World mythos, again, a lot of questions kind of raised here. Oh. Those are footprints? Oh, we do leave footprints. Cool. Alright, into the spooky cave. Okay, briefly it looked like it was going for like an aquatic theme almost, but not quite. Man. Nope. Cave of Madness. Alright. The Cave of Madness, the Moons of Madness. We're not on the planet of madness, we're just on Mars.
Oh my god. Why is it glowing?
Also, main character man, you did not take off your spacesuit, so there's no way you would have seen your hands like that.
The orb is reacting to my hand.
We are tripping balls right now.
The orb is glowing. Why is this happening?
I don't think that we left the greenhouse okay. Or at all. Oh, the Moon of Madness symbol.
Oh, doesn't like that. When I turn to look at it, it retreats.
Oh no. Are we dealing with booze? And no. No. Yeah, you go away. Ah! Okay. Don't walk on the tentacles. There we go.
Ah, my hand.
And let's see how far the boo is going. Hey, you sneak away. Okay.
3 connections, all pointing to individual orbs.
Given we just solved the puzzle with 3 things, we could just be tripping about, like... Whoop. What are you doing?
Fully powered.
Yes. Alright. I leave you alone. How far do you go? Oh.
Shit. What's going on?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna power this one up. Whoa, okay, so it does try to approach me at different angles.
It's burning under the skin.
I'd like to read that letter in peace, you creepy thing. That's right. Yeah, you run. You better run. Oh, place orb. Okay, we do not have an orb to place. Oh, you don't. Now, keep going. I don't want to see your little creepy plant head. Okay, where am I? Sleep has no place to call its own. Who shall conceive of the terrible wonders wrought by my secret labor? Will they who sleep reward me, punish me? Will they even notice? The children of Mars worshipped a being whose name roughly translates to the Immaculate Machine. Oopsie. These orbs are artifacts of that mystery cult. They are filled with, powered by that celestial light, anima. The light drives back the dark, but also the liquid enlightenment of the dreamers, who the benighted have called Nurgle's rot, the black worm jism, and the filth. Hey, the filth, I know that one. Technically, I think I did hear Nurgle's rot as well before. I'll reclaim the term from the unenlightened. I'll call it the filth, because it stains the mind, pens the illuminated texts that rise in the wrinkly tome of the skull, the crawling muse. But it saturated my mind too much. A page dipped entirely in ink is as blank as a white page. Meaningless. Madness. The effort to write is, the text becomes illegible. But what if I could drive back the filth? Just a little. If I had a little more of my human thoughts back, I could do more with the thoughts beyond human. Wait, I could do more with the thoughts beyond human. Okay. I could achieve such marvels that neither the human clay nor the liquid dreams of the sleepers could accomplish separately. The orbs are corrupted, but I can fix them. Yes, they who sleep will notice me. When I wave into the infinitude of the abyss, it will smile back. Okay. Tentacle. No. Bad. Bad tentacle. Go back to your hole. Alright, let's see if we can flip the page. Nope. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you go away. Alright, let's check out this other corridor here. Oh, this is where it came in from. Okay. Derp. I wonder if the tentacle is kind of... Nope, it's still... Turn back. Okay, we lit up all 3 orbs, but we need a 4th, it seems, right? Yeah. No. Like, you're gonna try and eat me, aren't you? I'm waiting for the moment, though, where we're trapped between 2 tentacles. No. Ooh, okay.
What the hell is this place?
The orbit decays. Where am I? Sleep has no place to call its own. My name is illegible. I am still on this planet. Easy. I'll write down a method for writing reveals. I take the vermiculated orb and charge it using the machine I fabricated from the Martian schematics. Supercharging the anima burns out the infecting filth. It works, but only for the moment. The flare of the supercharged anima burns itself out momentarily, allowing the 0-point pathogen to take root again. What if I soaked it in the pools? My theory is sound. I will achieve it. Okay.
Whoever was here was trying some kind of experiment.
Making sure we can't flip it here. Alright. Okay, the tentacle hasn't caught up to here. Alright, where am I? Sleep has no place to call its own. My name is illegible. I'm still on this planet. Today, I vomited in disgust at my failure, and when I vomited up, tried to crawl away, looking up pleadingly as I killed it. Easy, illegible. You are a scientist, aren't I? There are no failed experiments, only more data to correlate. Yes, the orbs are corrupted from their original purpose by the sibilant frequencies of the filth. So I commanded the black worm Jism to leave the orbs, but the filth is stubborn. It will not give up the corpse of its enemy. It is a light source, I suppose, but I do not require light. I have used the bovine jelly of my sockets for some time. Oh, I have not used the bovine jelly of my sockets. Okay. The filth is stubborn. It will not give the corpse of its enemy. Okay. Alright, tentacle hasn't followed me yet. Alright, I guess we take the orb.
This one's working differently. The scar is not charging this enough. Maybe I need more energy.
Yeah, you go away. Such a mischievous tentacle, I swear. No. Back into your hole. Further. Okay, there we go. Okay, the orb is infused with energy. Alright, back down the path we came from. I assume to put the orb in the other thing again. Yeah, you stay down there. That's it again. Afraid of like when there's multiple of them. Alright, here we go. This, the never turns away. Okay.
It worked. It's clearing the way.
If I take it back... Oh, alright. Okay, the tentacle's not following, but I assume it's gonna come in from a new entry point. Yep, tentacles on us. Coding our vision very slowly here. Oh, now it's gone. Use the light switch? No. That's, oh, okay, that's open now, but what's down this path then? Oh, here we go. Ah, alright, so we gotta put another orb in there. But it does seem like someone like astral projected into here. Where am I? Sleep has no place to call its own. Who am I? Do I exist? No one exists. We are just thoughts. More thoughts arrived. They look like space people. Spacesuits. They might wake up the dreamers. I think I will torture them. My mother frightened me with stories of witches and hags. Jenny Greenteeth pulling children to the pond to eat. But my mother never existed. I can be Jenny Greenteeth. Jenny Filth-Teeth. I'll give the space people such nightmares. I wonder if the glow of this pretty orb would attract them. I could be the glass-toothed grin below the light stalk of an anglerfish. Okay. There's someone kind of like astral projected or teleported here or something. And it might be the main character's mom. Okay. That door's not busting open, but I kind of expect it to pop open at some point with the tentacle. Oh, here we go. Don't mind if I do. Oh no. They wouldn't make me walk all the way back to the initial device, right? To charge the orb? They wouldn't, right? I had to be missing something, right? I saw focus again briefly. Oh, I can't do the bioscanner, which makes sense. Can this door open up anymore? No. Alright, I guess back to go charge up this orb at the station. Yes, I see you, tentacles. Alright. Huh, and this, like, the ground there, it's not, glowing anymore. I assume if I let the growth overtake my vision, it's death. Oh, there's the orb charging station. Thought I heard footsteps. Oh wait, nope. That's just an illusion. So then, where do I put this? Like, follow the tentacles. Because I think, yeah, that orb over there, that orb, they're going this way. Oh, wait, maybe... Okay, let's put that there. And what about now? There we go. That was a different type of orb. Okay. Alright, that needs another orb. Probably can't grab that one. Okay, tentacle growth over here. It sounds like Jenny Greenteeth doesn't want us to wake the dreamers, right? You know, a shattered light isn't the scariest thing in this situation. Bad tentacle. Go back to your little hidey hole. Oh, that's as far as you can go. Alright, back down this path. I am glad that when not in a chase, the performance seems to be fine. Doing it, the tentacle's gonna try and come from a different angle here.
Fuck no!
So... did that stop the astronaut? I wonder if the astronaut was one of our crewmates or not. Or maybe Orochi sent a first group and they disappeared and we're like group number 2? Okay, we need another orb. No, you don't, tentacles. Okay, so another charging station. With... Oh, okay, it probably opens up that. Okay, there's an orb. I don't know if, like... Spaceman's gonna bust down that door like the Kool-Aid Man or not. Alright, let's... That door... Whoop. No, you don't, tentacles. No, 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 no. Okay, I think that's where we came from, so the door locked behind us. Okay, good, good. Okay, that is not an orb. Oh, that's an orb.
This is familiar. 3 connections.
Oh, okay, so we can't charge this one. So this is the one that charges in the main terminal. Although then... Oh, wait, no, okay. So maybe the connections we already activated. So we charge it up and then put it back in that slot. Right. I think it's that the power conduit goes that way, but this is just death tentacles. Oh, did I miss something? Okay, so I can't take out one of the ones we've already inserted. Spaceman gonna grab me? Nope. Okay. So wherever that one is leading, we've already activated it. So is this then really not an orb? It's a lion. Huh. I would say this is confusing, but that's kind of like underselling it. It's confusing in many different ways. But okay, let's get this orb back. Maybe it doesn't go in there. Although we can double check over here too, but that's where we got the first orb. But we only have 3 orbs, despite the fact there are 4 slots. And thankfully they've much more obviously, like, sealed off the... Did that light turn on? Okay, I think it's just weird lighting, maybe. Okay, we already activated that. Yeah, maybe I just didn't focus it enough. Oh, okay. There we go. Puzzle complete. Aren't I a smarty? It's just like, alright, I know it charges if I just hold down the hand. Okay, let's go ahead and insert this. Okay, I don't think I did it correctly. Let's take the orb for safekeeping for now. We did fully charge the other one. Maybe it opened up a passage we didn't notice. Yeah, it didn't open up these things. That door is still closed. Boy, I wish I could run faster. Okay, let's try... Yeah, it's fully charged now. But I wonder if there is... Aha! Okay, okay. There we go. Which would mean... should be one more over here. There we go. Okay, let's stay away from the doors. Lest evil, filth-stained astronauts get us. Oh, I see how that light's out now. Not gonna even look. Not today, evil spaceman. I do like it's like chase sequence. Time for the frame rate to dip. Did I escape? Am I still being chased? I think I'm still being chased. Though where we are running, I do not know. We technically might not be in a chase anymore, but that would have been a lot shorter than the greenhouse alien thing. Oh, giant ominous doorway.
Hello, little dream. I wonder what you are. All the other little dreams are gone. They imagine themselves as astronauts. The filth crawled into their sheds, just like the orb, just like your skull. They made such noise they tried to wake the moons. The moment of variable broke the seal. They must never wake. The lullaby must never end. The moons bend above us. It is all but a brilliant equation. Once you open the book, it's already too late. It is the contagion of grammar. It was always too late. Open you shall, my little dream. Yum, 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 la, la, saya, yum, yum.
Okay, I think that's our mom. Was I supposed to fight that or let it happen? Because I let it happen.
What? My childhood basement.
Alright. Yep, I think our mom got abducted to Mars and turned into a space witch. Okay, we're slowly coming up on time for today, but let's see.
Looks like something's stuck here.
If we can piece this part together. Dark room. Knock before opening the door. Okay. Well, that's deadly.
Looks like something's stuck here.
Alright. Okay, can't open that door. Add to inventory,
I wonder
inspect.
if this timestamp is important.
5731.
I don't even know what I'm looking at here.
Can't flip it over. No, we can't. Alright, add that to inventory. Okay, chemical tree plant.
I see light behind the bookcase.
Reminder, carbon, beryllium, helium. Same as the second one. Periodic table in a laundry room. Match atomic with volume number. Okay. Okay. Carbon, beryllium, helium. Okay. Same as the second one, though. I don't understand that. Oh, beryllium again. Okay, okay.
Carbon, beryllium, helium.
Alright, so secret door passage. Now, the thing is, though, the laundry room looked like it had an electrified floor.
Looks like something's stuck here.
I wonder how I get it out. It's another picture. Okay, as long as I don't get too close to there.
A note on the bookshelf had a list of elements.
Alright, there's carbon. 6. Oh, they even have a post-it note again. Alright, carbon, beryllium, helium. So, 6 something to something. Okay. 6424. 6424. 6424. 64 like N64, and then 24 like 24. Alright. Wait a minute. Okay. Six. 4. 2. 4.
What the what is all this? I've never seen this room before. Was Mom really keeping this thing down here? I remember her being an eccentric, but not like this.
Heaven forbid a woman have hobbies, am I right? Alright, checkpoint reached. We'll go ahead and read these, and then probably call it there. So, La Falam Ftra Igna Fta Ya. The Dreaming Ones were and are and will be. They are parent, spawn, and manger also. Sleeping in the space between, their dream bubbles and blasphemy, birthing quivering dimensions that mate with each other, forming new incestuous dominions, not reality, not illusion, hyper-reality. The proper incantations allow travel into these pocket dimensions, but one might fall in by happenstance through knowledge of the Dreaming Ones, through proximity. Okay. Their liquid dreams lubricate the passage. Call it Nurgle's rot, call it the devouring plague, call it the 0-point pathogen, the blackburn jism, the filth, the sizzling celestial syphilis eats holes in reality. One might enter these shrieking zones. To leave, one must find the tear in the skin of space. Yashikfrag, Yashikshag, Yashishog. Okay. Okay, little statue thing there.
You got this too.
Well, that happened. Whoa! Alright. But alright, let's go ahead and call it here for today. Looking at the wonderful little creepy altar. Wait a minute. I know that. That's Hail Hydra. It was the MCU all along. But I know that was dumb, but still, Come on. That's totally the Hydra symbol. Though I guess it has a third eye also. But, anyway. Interesting. I'm disappointed when the game has a bit of slowdown and the chase sequences. Not great. Puzzles are fine so far. I do wish the character walked a tad bit faster. And, I am intrigued about some of the story bits. Like, again, it kind of has that vibe of like, alright, you know, you're a mook in an evil corporation in a universe where every conspiracy is true. Elder gods, the sleeping madness. I dig it. I dig some of that stuff. So, like, you know, yeah, it's still good. This is a salvageable experience, I would say. Boy, that's a vote of confidence if I ever heard one. But no, I am interested, though. I am curious where it goes. I almost want to kind of look up after the fact to see how much actually played into Secret World lore and not. Like, the field is a huge deal. And I know a lot about kind of the general cosmology of Secret World. But I am curious exactly when this came out again to kind of see where it lines up with what patches are being released. Like, was this before Tokyo or after Tokyo? Was it a look at possible cut content that might have been in the live version eventually, or no? Probably not, but curious. And I do love kind of mad god, Lovecraftian stuff in general. Alright, maybe love's a bit too strong. I do highly enjoy it. I mean, look at that. Look at this beautiful, creepy skull shrine. It's great. But we're going to find out more about how our mom went crazy and became a ghost witch hag on Mars who haunts spacemen. Gotta admit, didn't think you would hear that story, did you? But alright, yeah, we're gonna find out next time. Until then, later.